Today, I would like to talk about what makes art magic art. Now, Magic the Gathering has been around for a very, very long time, and through the years, there's been changes and different styles that come out. Especially depends on the series, what the cards are, but there's a lot of reoccurring themes you see. A lot of spells that are very abstract, or creature cards that are very highly detailed. Master of Waves by Karl Kopinski is one of my favorite examples of this. It's just so... It could be put in a museum. And this is coming from a dork. I get that. But just wow. I'm going to switch views here so you can see what I can see. Now, one of the new cards for the Secrets of Strixhaven is this card, Smallpox. Who thought anyone would get excited over Smallpox? But here we are. The art is by Lorenzo Gagliotti. Also goes by Stockholm17 on Instagram and YouTube. I reached out to him asking for some tips and he got back to me, which was huge. I didn't expect that at all. It's a life lesson. Message your idols. They might get back to you. The iconography in this, the folk art aspects and the kind of occultism aspects you see in here for this card, I think is just, it's a masterpiece in my mind. So I would like to do my attempt at something like this and see how it goes. And I've got some inspirational images here, some kind of folk art. I might gather some more. We'll see. Just super rough sketch so you kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna shoot for, so that way you know that you should stick around to the end of this video and see how it turns out. But I'm thinking if we do like a skull here, you know, nose hole, teeth, it will get so much better than this, don't worry. Mouth, vertebrae neck, and then this robe, and I want him like barfing black liquid, and I think like into a bowl or something. Maybe it's gonna be held by someone, you know, like that. And then I don't know what to do for the back yet. I was thinking hieroglyphs, but this will be my third attempt at digital art, so I don't want to go too ambitious that it's not manageable, but I also want to go so narrow that it's, you know, it's boring and it's not a challenge. So if you haven't seen my first attempt at digital art, and the video's not great, I'll be honest with you, it's not great, but that is in the channel, the video before this one. Go check that out. It was for 1000's art contest. He should have his own video out about that this week. But yeah, so I am excited to get started on this. And I guess we're going to see. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see how it goes. Just to get an idea, but I find sketching for me is so difficult. I don't know if it's just the iPad, or honestly I'm not a very good drawer. I'm not very good at drawing, so, but I always find inking, once I have, you know, the kind of general concept down, to be much easier. So, you know, we'll just do rough. We'll do rough now that we're getting closer into the shape, and as I'm toying, fiddling with all the tiny little things, I will put that in a time lapse for you, so you're not sitting through this brutal process. And I think we're gonna do this hand just down at his side here, robe, robe, robe. It's definitely not proportional. I'm gonna have to change the proportions, but regardless. And we'll have this hand up here, you know, kind of the robe is falling down a little bit, and then we'll do one of these. Something like that. Something kind of like that. I think so. There's a couple proportions I might change and play with a little bit in the inking layer, but for now, I'm happy with it as it is. I'm gonna sit on it for the night. Lately, I've been sitting with an art piece for 4 or 5 hours at a time, kind of absorbed into it, but I find by the end of it, I don't want to look at it ever again. So I don't want to do that with this piece. I really want this to come out how I'm imagining it, how I can see it in my mind's eye, and put that on paper. So I will get back to you tomorrow morning or afternoon. Yeah, who knows, but I'll see you then. Good morning. It's the next day. We're in my kitchen. I'm gonna have some breakfast quick. Hey, for line work, we're gonna start on that. I might change the bowl. I don't like the bowl yet. I was thinking about maybe putting crops there. It'll be like famine. But it sounds like a lot of work, so we're gonna actually see what ends up happening. But yeah, well, tune in. It'll be good. Now, in the beginning of this, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do proper line work, just because so many amazing Magic cards look like paintings. They don't have that heavy lining. Mind you, most of them back in the day were actual paintings scanned in and uploaded for the cards, but Karl Kopinski, I know, works in digital, and some of the work he does is absolutely mind-blowing. Same with Seb McKinnon. Amazing artists that I know. Right now, I will not be able to reach that style. But I think that's kind of the beautiful thing about Magic, is there's not one style or one piece that makes something Magic, especially in some of their newer sets where they're even reaching for, sci-fi elements, and a lot of cards are 3D models that have been painted in after. And I think the important part is that you display the otherworldly, that you show the fantasy, the things that people wish they were doing instead of sitting in the office for a 9 to 5. So I really just wanted to try and hit that otherworldly feel with this piece, and that was kind of my main concern, which is why I changed around a lot of the line work to just add to that whole vibe. All right, so line work is done. For the colors, I hate deciding. I hate having every tool available. I want narrow. I want restrictions. I always find it more creative. So I went on Pinterest and just Googled like a Japanese kind of watercolor palette. I'm gonna take a break. It's been a couple hours. I'm gonna go get some caffeine, go get some nicotine, and I will see you in soon. Now, at this point in the process, I was getting a little tired out. I wasn't sure where to go with it. I was getting a little frustrated. I never imagined coloring would be so difficult. I have done oil paintings before, and I'll put them up on screen, and they're not master's works or nothing, but I think they come out pretty good. Colors are nice, but I think with the medium like that, you can hide behind a lot of natural blending and paint not mixing properly to get some variation. And on digital, you don't get any of that to work with. It is a lot of tinkering and not quite looking right and changing the colors and changing them again, and that's kind of what ended up happening. I went through about 6 different color renditions before I was happy with where it was at, and yeah, it was hard. I think when you're trying so many things and it still doesn't look like how you want, you start to think that maybe the piece just wasn't meant to be in the first place, And so I've been struggling with that a lot, but trying not to get my hopes, all the way crushed with processes like that. I don't know. It's been a long day. It's late. I'm gonna go make dinner. I'm tired of looking at this piece. The colors aren't working great. Like, we'll see how I feel after dinner. Right now, I'm over it. So, we'll see. We'll see. But that is the update for now. Yeah. As frustrated as I was with the entire thing, I didn't want to give up. I wanted to finish the piece. So I picked up a new color palette that just looked odd, kind of fits that Aztec vibe, and I toiled late into the night. I just really wanted to finish it. I wanted it to be something I was proud of and something I didn't just set down and put aside and not make a video. And I find YouTube has been great for that, at keeping me accountable that this is a process. And as frustrating as that process can be sometimes, I need to remember what it's all for. And right now, it's all so that way I can see my art on a Magic card someday. So with that, I'm going to finish up the last couple details here. And thank you again for sticking around. It's time to see the finished art piece. All right, it's getting dark, so I'm gonna wrap this up. It is late. This has taken us all day, but we're done. Mwah, we're here. And I don't hate it. I almost lost my cool. I'm not gonna lie. I almost lost my cool. But I think that's just part of the process. So thanks for sticking around. If you made it to this part of the video, you're part of 10% of people who do. Please like, please subscribe. It's free. It's free to do it, and it helps me out. So just, be a buddy. With that, I will throw up the end picture, and I will see you next time.